Yeah, so my goal is to show you how to do data science fancy coding without writing the single code. So basically, I'm going to take advantage of the so-called agentic AI, use harness engineering to show how AI cannot capable of doing something a PhD student can do. So okay, so here's the goal. The goal is to use agentic AI and harness engineering for data analysis and visualization. My name is Feng Jing from School of Data Science, and our goal is to do data analysis without writing a single line of code. Uh, so, well, you have to give some information. So we basically use natural language, plain English, to tell AI how to do things. Right? So it turned out to do this, basically you had to act like you are the boss and the AI agent are your employee. It's basically project management. You have to treat AI as your employee. And as in many cases, the employee and the boss often miscommunicate a lot. In fact, uh, AI by training is always to find the so-called optimal solution. But that optimal depends on the criteria. And very often that optimal solution is actually not what the human want. It could be just the shortest path. The AI figure out how to minimize the so-called cost function. And that minimization very often is not what a human want. And human optimization is actually not really a straight line or this amount of money. It's actually a lot of other things to consider. So that's basically the case. So before I came here, I was given a very small demo. Sorry. So I was given a little rental data set. I just gave it to the Anthropic cloud. And then it did something like this. It wrote the Python code, did a very fancy map, AI generated. And then it's also, that's still this map. There's another, yeah, there's also this very fancy map. But this is, I did this when before that day, I'm doing this almost like a baby step. I just feed the AI, try to ask things. I don't know how to do it. And then for some reason, Anthropic Cloud release everything. So I realized, oh boy, there's a whole new way to do how to use agentic AI to do things much, much more efficient and professional. Anthropic Cloud basically is one of the best agentic AI tool. Now, when people talk about agentic AI, they often means large language model. Anthropic Cloud is actually not one of the best large language model, but Anthropic Cloud Code is the best agentic AI tool available, best than anyone, even though its foundation model is not one of the best. So that's tell something how basically actually come up to this. I use Gemini to generate the image. I use Gemini because Google has a lot of image data. Its AI is generated by all those Google image and cloud. It's one of the best image AI tools. So I use that to generate this image. It's basically show you what this agentic AI. The agentic AI, I mean, it's almost like a raw horsepower running around. It's really hard to get it to do what we want to do. Like in this case, if we want to pull that cart, you have to do something right. Put so-called harness on that raw horsepower, and then you actually get this task done. But that's a very simple task. What if you want to do very fancy things like shooting arrow on the right? You need to do much more complicated so-called harness engineering. Uh, that's basically actually the word harness engineering. I'm pretty sure when people come out with that word, they thought about this. Yep. So this is basically the kind of idea behind this agentic coding. So agentic coding, you need think about you as a actually I just realized many of you probably have management experience, right? Think about when you manage a small group, you have to have a plan. You need to have someone actually do the work, and then you need to have people watch over that person to do the work, make sure he's doing the right thing. You have to have a so-called a compliance policy, evaluator, make sure every law is followed. Right. So basically the same thing. For the very simple agentic AI workflow, you should at least have 2 or 3. The minimum is 2. One is the AI actually does the work. The other one is the evaluator watch over that AI. That's the very basic setup of agentic AI workflow. And if you go up a little complicated, a small data analysis is okay, but a bit more complicated engineering project, you actually have a planner. Make sure you have a good plan to cover the complexity of the project. And then there is the so-called the worker actually get those items checked out. And then there's the evaluator, make sure when the item check out, it actually does what it's supposed to do. So the minimum of very simple 2 agent, a bit higher to at least 3. So, okay, so I'm going to show 3 agents. One is the planner, one is the so-called action or analyst. In a data science, you have a boss, you have an analyst, and then have an evaluator. Right? Make sure all in company, I guess you call that quality QA something. Yeah, quality control. Yes, right. So there. So we are going to first start it with. So I have 3 windows for 3 AI agents. The first one is OpenAI Codex. I choose it as a planner because apparently OpenAI Codex is a very good at strategic planning. A second one, the worker, I choose Anthropic Cloud Code. That's the best coding agent in the world. And then I choose Gemini. I don't know but Gemini, what I found out is it's very good at picking errors from other agents, especially OpenAI, ChatGPT. They all competing each other. They try to overcome the weakness of other opponent, right? So Gemini is actually a good evaluator for at least ChatGPT. So that's why I picked 3 agents. Also from my own experience, Gemini is very good at picking errors other agents miss. So okay, so we start with our first one. Actually, right now I'm starting blank. There's nothing here. So in fact, if I show it, those are all blank. Well, not really the data analysis. I put the data there. That's the data I got from the organizer. It's just very simple data set. The document is blank, memory is blank, output is blank, code is blank. Well, virtual environment, I put there so I don't have to wait all the time to install it. But that virtual environment actually installed by cloud code. I didn't do anything. So there were some simple rules to use agent AI. How do people talk to each other? You need to communicate with each other. You have 3 different AI agents. How do they talk to each other? How do they not hallucinate what other people AI person are doing? Right? They need to have a shared information exchange place. So I create a directory called memory. Basically, oh, sorry, is that?
I have a question. Is
Yes.
that the terminal window that Agentic AI runs, or it's a different? Oh, it's a terminal window.
There's a terminal window. I do this because it's the most efficient way to do it. Good point. You don't for many of you, you probably don't want to use terminal window and then you use the GUI interface. But not every agent has a GUI interface. For example, so there are GUI interface, but I prefer to use terminal because you can do many things GUI interface cannot do. So this is more like a power user if you want to. Yeah, a GUI interface is useful, especially with simple tasks. Yeah. I often just turn on the Microsoft Word and then turn on the dictator, and then just talk to it, and then just copy paste that thing back to the AI agent, and then don't really have to even to type. Well, you still have to copy paste. But some of the ChatGPT actually had the dictator as well, so you can talk to ChatGPT. But not all AI agent has that available feature. So, but talking to the word is still, and also you leave a prompt, your own prompt there too. So, either way, I mean, as long as you have a way to do it. So this is the prompt I'm going to use. And does it make sense? I mean, you probably want to add something else. Review the small rental data project for a quick demo, provide a plan with action item for business training for data, write agent.md to describe agentic role planner, analyst, evaluator, memory should be shared memory. Report should be in report directory, figure and the plot should be in output directory, source code in source directory.
Would you recommend bypass permissions so he can go and create the folders and everything and copy and get the data in something?
You can do that. Yeah.
Would you recommend that for security issues in case your data is?
I'm sorry, say it again.
So when we ask to create the folders like
Mhm.
that, it will bypass all permissions, right? If you're using
Uh,
code or
It depends on your setup. Default is not. It's going to ask you for permission, but there are settings to do it automatically. And I actually often do that because it saves me a lot of time.
okay, that's the question. Don't you think that could be risky for you?
It is risky, yeah, but so is driving a car. You can walk. Right. So you can take an airplane, which is also risky. So sure, yeah.
Security is your concern if you only do that.
Right, yeah. If security concern, some people just stay at home and do nothing. So yeah, so okay, so I'm going to copy paste for that. And this is the it's at the bottom of this. Yeah, so you actually start working on something. Very often at this time, I actually do something else, like stretch, whatever you drink tea or something, and you come back 5 minutes. Is it working? Yeah. Actually, at this time, you probably don't want to check yourself. You turn on another. So you can. Or actually, I'm going to turn on the Gemini. I'm say Codex is working on something. Tell me what Codex is doing. So you don't even have to watch it yourself. And in fact, you can put if you know the word called Open Cloud, you actually can text yourself automatically. So what it does, there's Open Cloud setting. So it's actually, let me go back to, it is still working on something. I guess Gemini is still watching over it. So yeah, sometimes my longest job is run like overnight, a few hours, 7 or 8 hours, get a lot of things done. So I go back to look at the log. It's impressive how much work is that done, and it tries so many errors, like download the things that doesn't work, and try different way to download things. It's really impressive how much AI can do now. So, whoops. Wow. So that's is actually generating all those the plan now. Apparently that's his. Oh, it's a delete of the previous agent. I hope it's modifying it. Yes, it is modified. So the red means to delete, green means it's added to it. So yeah, so you delete a lot of things, but then added a lot of things. So and then yeah, this is Gemini's. Okay. So it looks Gemini actually didn't see anything in the current folder. It actually go to a different project. So Gemini isn't doing what I tell it to do. So it actually went to a different file directory to look for what the Codex is doing. But the Codex is working on this, right? So what I can do is I say BTW focusing on this project folder. So Gemini basically is not doing what I guess I wasn't really clear, just limited this directory. So it actually went outside. And the codex is still working on it.
So can we specify, right? Like, I don't want this specific code to be executed because I'm scared, like, let's
yeah,
say,
you can. Yeah, you
yeah,
can.
because if it runs like sudo rf, then my
Right,
computer
yeah. No, sudo have those are automatically blocked in the
Okay,
default
yeah.
setting. Yeah. You can change that setting. Yeah, so yeah, in fact, if you're not sure, we can. You see, it's actually this is actually I didn't ask you to execute. Apparently, Codex already executed the code. I was actually hoping to use a Anthropic cloud to execute that code. Apparently, yeah, apparently it actually not just doing a plane, it actually generated the code and put the plot, even put the figure there. That's interesting. It's doing something more than I asked it to do. So, yeah. Yeah, it put its shared memory there. So let's go back to oh, okay. So Gemini, no, it's actually Gemini goes to another project, Heart Codex. So, but then what I can do is I go back to Cloud. Cloud actually is very good at the fix low-level coding error. There's a reason why Cloud is the best coding. So I'm going to say do a full project review. Review on the work done by Codex. Identify issues and errors, and suggest how to improve it. Save your list of issues to memory directory. So let's see whether cloud will disappoint us or surprise us. So it is the most expensive agentic AI. I pay $100 a month for this one. The Codex I pay 25, Gemini I pay 20 something. So
Is it the maximum?
no, it's not max. Max is $500 something. At one point, I paid the API by token. I finally decided I have used so much, maybe it's worth me to pay $100 a month. So yeah. It actually saved me a lot of money. Otherwise, I spend like a few $100 a week. It's more than that. So
Which local agent is
sorry, what?
which local agent you think is close to Claude performance-wise? Do you have any recommendation?
Which what?
Like a
Local
local agent
agent.
sits on your.
Oh, All those you are not allowed to use at the Virginia because the Virginia governor signs something.
What?
Well, at the Virginia,
Oh.
many of the agents you cannot use.
Really?
The Virginia governor signed banned some of the AI tool, which is the blacklist. So all those tools, I don't think you are allowed to use on the Virginia state issued device.
Is
But-
it,
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
is it possible to go back to the very beginning, for someone that does not have a, like existing account, just quickly go through again?
Oh,
It's the first of the steps.
that will depend on the device.
Okay.
I have to install, activate based on the device. So I don't think will be productive because I doubt you can install it on this. And you have to pay, activate the account first to use it. So I don't think,
You have to enable the API first.
no, it's not a subscription. I didn't use API. I used the monthly subscription for this. Yeah.
But you just download the programs for each of these agent.
Right. Yeah. You have to activate it. So,
So, you don't have, actually don't have to download that program. We just connect to the SSH,
Ah,
to the terminal. Yeah. Okay.
no. This is just on my own computer. I'm not
Oh, you're,
SS.
like, running them locally?
Yeah, I'm running this locally, but the agent is not. Agent is
Yeah, that's.
right. Yeah.
It has to be.
Everything is on my own computer. Oh yeah, it's done. Okay, let's see. What Cloud say? Cloud says there's a apparently Cloud also. Oh, did I use the wrong directory? Hold on. I use the wrong directory. I'm sorry. That's why. I didn't go to the right directory. Oh, sorry. It's my mistake. It's not same as mistake. I just realized I work on in the wrong project. Oh, that okay. I'm working in a wrong directory. I was wondering why to go to the. Okay, that's why I gave it the wrong data and then blame AI for it. Sorry. Okay. Oh, gee. But it does actually. The codex actually is in the right directory. Oh, that's why. Sorry. So there, human oversight is an error here. So my apology here. So so then if I redo the cloud, I need to redo the cloud for the. Okay, let me just talk to the word. So yes.
So are you saying if I install the cloud, CLI, command line interface on the MacBook and just have an active account and I can just run the.
Yeah, you can run it. In fact, I run it at the ODU's supercomputing terminal, and it saved me a lot of hassle. I mean, I don't even, I almost never ask the ODU IT anymore. Everything taken care by cloud. So
He's asking how he can do it in his computer.
yeah, it's actually very simple. Hold on, let me see. If you want to install that, you just say install cloud on Windows terminal. It's a one line code. It's just a one line
But
code.
you are running on MacBook, right?
That's right. Yeah. But here on Windows, there's cloud runs on a lot of environment.
What about
So he's asking also for the subscription. So depending on the model, he doesn't need to pay for the subscription to try the cloud code. He will use the Sonnet 4.6 for.
Yeah, you could use. I'm not sure whether Yeah, you can try the free version.
Yes, because that will default to the Sonnet 4.5.
Is it
After
okay?
2
Sure.
hours.
Yeah.
2 hours of use.
Yeah.
Before you require to pay for the.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
Right? Because
You could try, but
I was checking that you were using as the default model, the Sonnet for the cloud code, right?
yeah.
Do you have access to the 4.7?
Which version? It is still fine. You could change it to a different model. Why is that effort? Yeah, we could actually 4.6 is still the highest one I can choose right now. Yeah. I know 4.7 just released, but apparently 4.6.
Yeah, 4.7 is that it's adaptive. I don't.
Yeah, but this is still the most highest level. Yeah. So I'm gonna say let me see. Do a full review of the project, which is done by Codex. Okay, so I'm just copy paste that back to this. In this directory, just to be make sure it is in this directory. So, okay.
So question for you.
Yeah.
In this case over here, you did not provide any context information, so you're assuming that Cloud Code knows what was the original query about analyzing the vendor data and all of that.
Here's the key. It saved it's Codex save everything here. Agent MD, the data is here, doc is here, memory is here. It's all in the same project directory.
So we'll read. all
Right, yeah. So that's actually the key. They the shared memory. I'm doing it in the most simplest way possible. In most of the enterprise, they actually have a shared database for the memory, like Amazon. Or I'm pretty sure they have a specialized database just to share the memory. So in my case, I just use a text file. Yeah. So the, oh, look, it actually asks for permission. So cloud actually have permission whether you can read the file or not. This seems to be a bit over conservative. Yeah, it's actually asked for permission to even read the file, but that's fine. So yeah, so the question is during the time of agent, what else should we do instead of just watching over your screen? So yeah. I at that time, sometimes I just take the cleaner, vacuum the floor or something. Yeah. Yeah, with agentic AI, it's a very interesting it for people with you can manage multiple tasks. Sometimes I have 3 or 4 computers in front of me, each one work on different project. So which is I mean not everyone I guess do that, but I often have 3 or 4 computers in front of me and each computer working on a separate project. So, which is yeah, I have 3 graduate students. In a day or two, I often can do things take them for months to do actually. Yeah. Okay, so cloud does give a good review. Very quick. Code quality, single responsibility, path-based. Are there error? It does have some errors. Not error, I guess. Potential bug. There's no log. It says virtual environment has no requirement, no README file. That's okay. I mean, we're 0 test coverage. Yeah, it actually does have some coding issue. Cloud is very good at the low-level coding issue. That's why it works so well across the environment. So sometimes I have tasks cannot be done by Codex or Gemini. I put the same title Codex. I said tell it Codex or Gemini has failed this. Try 2 different way to do it, and Cloud sometimes will get it done. So yeah. Okay, so um, okay, then I would say suggest how to improve the visualization component of this project. And I can go back to Gemini again. But Gemini actually, surprisingly, is one of the slowest agentic AI. It's when it first released, when I had to install it, I actually had to store a virtual environment, which is a terrible. You think about agentic AI had to be first installed by virtual, but so Google is really trying to play catch up here. So do a full review of this rental 2 project and suggest issues and errors to correct. Oops. Huh. Okay. So, oh, gee, Cloud gave a long list of things you can do to improve the visualization. Honestly, I have no idea. Like it even generate a review report. Yeah, I'm not sure who generated this one. You actually can ask it to generate a work report with figure. So this is yeah.
Question, so after you do the review, either use Gemini or Claude, what is your next workflow? Let's say they suggested 5 changes. Do you go back to Codex and try to?
Either way, I mean,
Or can you just ask Claude, for example, to kind of fix the problem?
I'm going to say save this suggestion in memory and list them as action items. I mark them as action items for agents to execute.
There's a typo in the folder.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the good thing about AI is actually can figure things out. So my typo is everywhere now. So, so yeah, it's a bad yeah. So it's good. I'm explicitly ask it to save those action items, and then we'll complete that. So yeah, Gemini is also a bit over conservative. It actually asks me for permission to even read the files. So, yeah. And in this case, very often you can ask AI, provide a command for you to execute all these tasks autonomously. It was to do it without asking permission, then you just do all this. Yeah. So when in fact someone say if you ask AI to do the same thing 3 times, you should write something called codified. So you don't have to ask it 3 times. So basically write in the agent rules. This you should do it autonomously. So, yeah, yeah, I learned so many things after the cloud leaked its own code. So before this, I do this almost like haphazard way. So, gee, that's Gemini's evaluation. Potential crash, and all those potential issues. But wow, so I could just say, and then we can just say ask cloud to execute all this. Yeah. And then basically we can actually start another cloud. I'm going to just start another cloud. Okay. I'm going to say complete all items, all action items in the to-do list in memory. It's basically ask one AI agent to generate to-do list, another one to complete. So, of course, now I have 4 agents now working on things. So, but it's easy to do this way. So yeah.
So I see that right now you're basically doing the work over here. When it's done, you're coming over here to.
Right,
do the work.
yeah.
Is there, are they able to talk to each other in the sense that you can sleep overnight and this agent will know that agent finished the work and then pick up, do the next thing?
They
So
are.
it's
There is a
possible.
things called open cloud and there is things called Hermes. I actually try that. Yeah, so you can. Of course, you can also write a Python code called scheduler. That's basically a scheduler. I mean, basically, like there's a night person tell people to do things, get up and do this. Basically, just write it's just a very simple procedural code. Yeah, that's actually not very, it's just like a laundry list. Make sure everybody is doing what. Yeah, so. Uh,
And what was the name of the other thing you mentioned? Other than the Python scheduler, you also mentioned something else.
Open cloud. You don't have to use open cloud. Yeah, that's actually it's not an enterprise level. It's more like it's a high security risk if you deploy. I don't think ODU will allow you to deploy that. So yeah. I actually tried on my laptop. It's a bit annoying. Yeah, it's a bit annoying. Yeah. So I have a separate laptop. I tried it. Yeah. So, but it asking so much of my secret password token, I start to getting really worried. I decide not to use that anymore. So, yeah. Okay, let's see. Wow, is this really done? Are you done? Oh, it's actually, would you like me to, it actually say, would you like me to, yeah, I'm going to just say, provide a command for you to complete these items autonomously in another terminal. Let's see what it come out, and then I'll just execute that command. Hopefully, to get everything done. I don't have to prove this one now. Yeah, so that will be a very funny command you will see. People make a lot of joke about it. So it's a very interesting command. You will see it. It's if it's taking longer, it shows there are multiple tasks you try to complete. So which means it does spurn upon a sub agent to try to complete it. But let's see, that shouldn't take too long. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. This is not the. Wait. No, this is right. This is the cloud I'm in, is it? I think I'm in cloud. No, I'm in Gemini. Oh, okay. Let's see whether Gemini can do this or not. Okay, that's why. Gemini is slow actually. Let me ask Cloud to this. I forgot. Let me see. I'm going to ask Cloud to do this. Provide a command for you to complete all action items in this project, such as those in memory. The cloud does this much better than Gemini. Sorry, my bad. I'm asking too much from Gemini. Sorry. That's interesting. Revise to run autonomously without my approval. Yes, look at that. Look at this. Yeah, a lot of people make joke about this. It's called dangerously skipping permission switch. So I'm going to dangerously skip permission to run this to see what they does. Hopefully it get everything done. Yeah.
Why did you change the terminal window?
Uh,
Why did you run it right here? Oh, okay, you did run it here.
this is in actually somehow it's still running. It could. There must be another switch. I forgot to. It should run in the background.
Okay.
Yeah, it should in the background. Yeah. Complete all. It does say I will complete all items in one pass. Yeah. So this actually, you can give the execution of this and then just go to sleep or take a walk, come back in a few hours to check it. So yeah. I have done this in the ODU HPC environment, asking it to check all kinds of AI model configuration, do the parameter fine tuning. It run all on itself, submitting job, checking all the like a few hours. I get so much done, and my student was spend who's man. Oh, what? Is she supposed? Are you ordering something or? Yeah, this is actually, I mean, you can see it's already start to modify the code to do something there. So, we are now in Gemini. I can say, tell me what cloud is working on now. So just to modify, monitor it. So yeah, so. Of course, you can also gee, that look at there is a lot of more figures here. Actually, the high quality figure, SVG figure. I'm hoping. Oh, this figure there before? This is a new figure. It generated 206. So it's just 1 minute ago. Yeah. Yeah. Wow, it's already finished everything. All 19 items are complete. Valid. I'm going to say also do a composite figure or do a dashboard. I can write a dynamic dashboard to interactively visualize this data. I actually use a prompt did the entire app all by itself. So yeah.
Did you provide like what kind of dashboard? Like is it a Tableau or does
No, I have no idea. I never do any rental data. So I'm going to rely. This is cloud.
No, but the dashboard, like,
I'm going to let it decide on its own. So most of the dashboard is written in JavaScript because the work on multiple platforms. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to let it decide on its own.
like, let's say we make integration with Tableau, and then
You should, if that is the case, you can specify.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to integrate with Tableau. That should be put in the prompt or instructions. Yeah. So, oh, it actually say it's going to. Here I'm missing. Yeah, it's actually missing something. It's actually installing. Yeah. So, yeah.
Sometimes clouds come back and say it's proprietary format.
That's right,
and
yeah,
it
yeah.
Cannot write onto that.
Yeah.
So I
So,
don't know if Tableau is one.
Tableau probably have an open API or standard people can integrate with it. I mean, Tableau itself might be priority, but it's user interface. It got to be some open information.
API code.
Right, yeah. So yeah, this is actually it is trying to work on things, but this is probably take some time to get it done, right? Writing a interactive dashboard. So, but in the past I tried to write an app for a project, but there are so many versions of Android that I just gave up. But recently I just put that idea into the into the Agentic AI. It get it done all by itself in like 10 minutes. So, which is yeah, things has moving really fast. So, so I we could also just say write a dashboard autonomous as well. So it's all done until it's passed. So yeah. Yeah, this is so basically if we rewrite the command, say dangerously skipping permission again, just do the dashboard. Yeah. Oh, it actually say it built that interactive dashboard. Can you run the dashboard? Wow, it actually run the dashboard on its own. So it does run. Okay, does it make sense? But it's so small. It's not a very good dashboard, apparently. There is something there, but city, Addison. Oh, it's just one city, two property type. No, this is not good dashboard. Sorry, even though I don't do business, I can see this is not good dashboard. So, yeah.
Might be your font setting.
Is my font
Because
setting?
you made the font setting bigger, and that could be why.
Yeah, but this is web browser. I don't know. Yeah, this is I'll say let's say that dashboard is too as too well text, also lack of figures. The good thing about AI, you can curse at it, or say, this is stupid. It's okay. It actually takes a, you are right. So, which is a bit funny. So, if you say something, that's something you don't want it to do, if you say that to a human worker, it's probably terrible. But sometimes when it does something, I say, "Oh, you are so dumb. This is not what I want." You say, "I'm sorry. I was trying to do something." Is that add a bit of entertainment in the work? I guess I'm not sure whether that's a good exercise or bad, but
But
Yeah.
I read a research
Yeah.
study that actually showed that AI works better if you're polite to them.
Really? Maybe. Yeah. But as long as you have the strict rules.
It's like a research, I find
yeah.
them like Anthropic or it's some
I see.
researchers.
That'll be interesting. Yeah. So, but it's yeah, but it's sometimes it depends. Initially, AI is over polite, over pleasing, but that's sometimes terrible for scientific job. So yes. Anyhow. Okay. So I have to say that this dashboard is not as good as some other dashboard. Oh, by the way, I think that we also got a building permit, and that one I didn't have time to go. But this one seemed to be a more impressive. Maybe I should start with that building. That's also done by cloud. You actually can see that's a cloud. Yeah. So each one of them I spend probably less than 10 minutes on that. It's all done autonomously. So okay. To be honest, I really didn't do anything. I used the Microsoft Word and just tell a few AI things to do this, to do that. That's all I did. So, yeah. So basically, I mean, if you come back to yeah, basically if consider it's actually this is not a good diagram, but consider AI is just workhorse everywhere. You just need to learn how to use it, right? So that whole thing is something people call harness engineering. So, and the so-called harness engineering is not about coding anymore. It's basically in management. Yeah. So, oh,
Yeah.
it's much better. Okay, good. No, I just yelled at it that said too much too little text. You try to do some graph now. So yeah, it is AI agent. Yeah. So yeah, it is actually wow. Actually, I'm impressed. I don't know about you. This at least looks impressive. So to me, so well, this is like in less than 10 minutes, give a version much more visually impressive, I guess. Yeah. So
So in order,
yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
I was gonna ask that so in order to create these, the workflow that you have right now, the initial setup, like the downloading the software, having it being compatible with the terminal and all of that, how much work is involved in that?
Trust me, less a few 10 seconds or 15 seconds. They will make sure everybody use it, want to charge it. That's how they make money. That's the most easiest step you ever see. So yeah.
Is it available using the Pro account? Because I pay like $20 a month at the moment for.
Yeah, you
Still
already
Pro.
have it. You already have it. Yeah. So the issue about the $20 a month, for me doing the work, very often, like 9 o'clock in the morning, you say, oh, you have used all the token today. You have to wait for 7 p.m. to reset. I was like, okay, I'm going to wait the whole day. So I just paid the $100. So yeah. So unfortunately, yeah. I mean, that's the way they make money. They give you all this appetite, and then when you really want to eat something, they will, oh, you have to pay a whole lot more to get it done. So it's a good business strategy, I have to say, yes. Yeah.
But to save the token, I have an idea. Some local agents are really good at capturing the problem.
Yeah.
So what you can do is you can keep the clock for generating inputs and then ask your local agent to capture the problem and give me a command or prompt to solve the problem. That you provide this prompt that generated by local agent to the cloud again. So that way you are saving I mean, so many tokens.
Right.
That depends on the problem, because the local AI won't be as powerful as.
That's
Uh,
but
That depends-
for-
There's a lot of low level work you can get very simple.
That
Yeah.
depends, that's why it depends on the task.
Right. Yeah. So
Task,
yeah. So that there's a lot of so-called harness engineering open cloud. They try to optimize the task and the cost. But token is very expensive. Cloud token is the most expensive one. So I'm using everything on cloud. That's just business-wise, it's not a good idea.
but
Yeah,
honestly,
the
that
cost
one
is too high.
really spectacular in offering like top capturing top level solution.
Yeah.
I have to agree here with Dr. Hunt. I like cloud. That is way more expensive.
Right. Yeah. The cloud is very expensive compared to other.
You know, but if you use Sonnet for all of these activities, it will run most of the things without having the issue of the tokens.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing. The problem is when with opens.
Yeah,
Then you will have to pay a lot.
Actually, this is token economic, and I'm pretty sure you have more view analysis on that. The token powered economy. So, yeah, like electricity powered economy was token powered economy now. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of all this business idea will come up how to utilize that. So, yeah. So, okay. This is I think I give most of the things to you. I leave my email. Hold on, wait. I thought I leave my email. Yeah. So HQ and at ODU.edu. So if you need actually most of the things you ask me, I'll probably go ask agent again. So I'm very sure. You know how to use Agentic AI. You probably can forget about me. Actually, so yeah. So okay. Yeah. Pleasure, everyone. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Our coffee is ready and then snacks. Let's have like 15 minutes break. We come back at 3:35. And if you join in the afternoon, haven't signed in, I have the sign in sheet here. Please sign here.